I'm joined today here on Primetime Local News with Alberta author Lawna Mackie. Lawna, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
So we're going to be talking about your new book series, Treasures of the Heart. But first, can you just tell viewers a little bit more about yourself?
So I live in Didsbury, Alberta, small town just like 50 minutes north, I guess, of Calgary. I write romance novels, and I like a different type of, I like contemporary fantasy, mystery, suspense. I've wrote a little bit of all of them. I have been writing since 2007. My newest series is called the Treasures of the Heart series, which takes place in Dawson City, Yukon. I'm an outdoor enthusiast. I grew up in Jasper, Alberta. And so that's a little bit about me in a nutshell.
Now, you mentioned the Treasures of the Heart series. This is 3 separate books that make up this series so far. Can you just tell us a little bit about the series?
Sure. So I have always liked mines of different sorts. And I was really inspired one year when I discovered it was in Sandon, BC, and it's actually a silver mine. It's not a gold mine, but I thought, hey, I could really write a story here about mining. And then all of a sudden I went, wait a minute, how about the gold rush? Because I really like that as well. And we were planning on going to the Yukon, but then COVID hit, so we didn't get there. So I started writing this story, started with book 1. Wasn't quite sure that it was going to be a series, but it did end up being a series. So book 1 talks a little bit about a great uncle from 1897 who speaks about the hardships in the Yukon at that time when you're looking and hunting for gold.
Who would be an ideal reader of these books?
Women, men maybe, who want a little bit of adventure that way too, but they are a romance story. So I do find that my readers tend to be a little bit older, 18 plus for sure is what I suggest. So but mostly women, I believe.
So these books are romance novels. Is that usually what you write?
I typically write only romance, but I write in different genres within the romance subgenres. So like I said, I like fantasy as well, not just contemporary. So the book that I'm writing right now is actually a time travel fantasy romance. Yeah.
Now, as you mentioned before, these books are set in Dawson City, Yukon. What inspired you to have them set in that location?
Yeah, so like I said, I think I'm quite the outdoor person myself, so I have a little bit of experience with that. My heroine comes from Chicago in the book, so she really has no idea what she's getting herself into in Dawson City. So very remote. The book takes place outside of Dawson City, and they're hunting for a treasure map. And my heroine, Samantha, from Chicago, has come to Dawson City to help her brother. And in helping her brother, she needs to hire an outfitter who is one of those types of people who has the horses that are on pack trips, and they're heading off into the mountains to try to find her great uncle's cabin where they figure the treasure map or treasure is somewhere around there.
And for our viewers out there who are interested in reading your books, how would they go about getting a copy?
Just search me. It's lawnamackie.com, and everything that you need will be on my website there. But all my books are also available on Amazon. So if you search Amazon, most of them are just on, I think, Amazon.com, but they're also available Amazon.ca as well, but you'll find them all there.
Well, Lawna, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with me and letting us know a little bit more about your novels.
Thanks very much for having me, Jay.